In the past, alchemy was often linked to black magic, especially during the medieval and Renaissance eras. Black magic practices include the usage of spells and curses, particularly those aimed at harming or subduing others. Hello, I am Victor, and welcome back to today's video about mysterious alchemists. Alchemy is an old practice that started long ago and had a big effect on humans. It's a way of thinking that tried to turn common things into valuable ones, and to achieve spiritual and physical immortality. Over time, alchemy evolved into a complex system of beliefs, practices, and symbols that incorporated elements of religion, mythology, and science. The roots of alchemy can be traced back to ancient Egypt and Greece, where early practitioners sought to transmute base metals into gold and discover the elixir of life. These early alchemists believed that through the combination of physical and spiritual practices, they could achieve a deeper understanding of the universe and transcend the limitations of the human condition. Throughout the Middle Ages, alchemy spread throughout Europe and became increasingly intertwined with religion and mysticism. Many famous alchemists during this time, such as Nicolas Flamel and John Dee, claimed to have discovered the philosopher's stone, a substance that could transmute lead into gold and grant immortality to those who consumed it. Despite its association with mystical and supernatural beliefs, alchemy also played a significant role in the development of modern science and medicine. Many of the early pioneers of chemistry, such as Robert Boyle and Antoine Lavoisier, were also practicing alchemists who sought to understand the fundamental properties of matter and transform it into useful substances. Alchemy has a rich and varied history that spans across many cultures and time periods. Its origins can be traced back to ancient Egypt and Greece. In Egypt, alchemy was closely associated with the worship of the god Thoth, who was considered the patron of knowledge, wisdom, and writing. Egyptian alchemists believed that through the practice of transmutation, they could achieve spiritual enlightenment and connect with the divine. There have been claims during the history and development of alchemy that it originated from Atlantis. However, these claims are not widely accepted by scholars as there is no concrete evidence to support that alchemy actually originated from Atlantis. In Greece, alchemy was associated with the legendary figure of Hermes Trismegistus, who was believed to have authored many of the key alchemical texts, including the famous Emerald Tablet. Hermes Trismegistus was seen as a master of both science and spirituality, and his teachings were highly influential in the development of alchemy in Greece and later in Europe. There are a lot of myth and legends about the origins of Emerald Tablet. According to one myth, the Emerald Tablet was created by the god Hermes Trismegistus, who was believed to be the god of wisdom and knowledge in ancient Egypt. He was said to have inscribed the tablet with his teachings and then buried it in a secret location, where it would be discovered by a worthy student. Some theories suggest that the Emerald Tablet was carved by an advanced extraterrestrial race that visited Earth in ancient times. According to this myth, the tablet contains advanced knowledge and technology that was passed down to humanity by these beings. Others say that the Emerald Tablet is not just a text but also a map to a hidden treasure. There are many interesting stories and beliefs surrounding the Emerald Tablet, but it's important to remember that there is no evidence to support them. These myths are fascinating to think about, but we should approach them with a critical mind and remember that they may not be true. Alchemy has been closely linked with religion and mythology throughout history. During medieval times, alchemists believed that their work involved more than just turning base metals into gold. They thought that it helped them uncover secrets of the universe and understand the divine. Many alchemists saw their work as a spiritual practice that could lead to enlightenment and a connection with God. During the Middle Ages, alchemy became increasingly popular in Europe and was practiced by scholars, monks, and even royalty. Many alchemists claim to have discovered the philosopher's stone. The philosopher's stone is a legendary substance that has been sought after by alchemists for centuries. It is believed to have magical properties, such as the ability to transmute base metals into gold, as well as the power to bestow immortality and eternal youth upon those who possess it. The quest for the philosopher's stone was a central preoccupation of alchemists during the medieval and Renaissance periods. While the existence of the stone is widely regarded as a myth, alchemists believed that the search for it held great symbolic and spiritual significance. In alchemical symbolism, the philosopher's stone represented the ultimate goal of the alchemical process, which was the transformation of the self into a higher state of being. It was also associated with the concept of the one thing, or the unity of all things in the universe. The origins of the philosopher's stone are uncertain and shrouded in mystery. It is a legendary substance that has been sought after by alchemists for centuries, but there is no consensus on its true origins. Some scholars believe that the concept of the philosopher's stone may have originated in ancient China or India, where alchemists practiced the transmutation of metals and the pursuit of spiritual enlightenment. Others believe that the idea of the philosopher's stone was introduced to Europe by Arabic alchemists during the medieval period. Alchemy is a complex and multifaceted field that encompasses a wide range of philosophical, spiritual, and scientific ideas. In addition to the pursuit of material wealth and longevity, alchemy also placed great emphasis on spiritual purification and the attainment of enlightenment. Many alchemists believed that the process of transmutation was not just a matter of manipulating matter, but also a means of purifying the soul and achieving a deeper understanding of the universe. The practice of alchemy was often seen as a form of spiritual discipline, and many alchemists saw themselves as spiritual seekers on a quest for ultimate truth. Although the philosopher's stone has never been discovered, the search for it played an important role in the development of modern chemistry and contributed to the advancement of scientific knowledge. As the practice of alchemy spread throughout Europe, it became increasingly intertwined with mysticism and spirituality, and its practitioners sought not only to transform matter, but also to attain a deeper understanding of the universe and connect with the divine. Alchemy has also attracted the interest of many famous individuals throughout history. In China, the earliest known alchemical texts date back to the Tang dynasty and include the foundational text for Taoist alchemy, the Record of Green Jade. Ji Hong, a scholar and alchemist from the Jin dynasty, was renowned for his knowledge of herbs and minerals and his belief that immortality could be achieved through breathing exercises and elixirs. During the Renaissance, Paracelsus, a Swiss physician and alchemist, pioneered the use of chemical remedies in medicine. He believed in the importance of balance between the elements of earth, air, fire, and water for maintaining good health. Isaac Newton, known for his contributions to physics and mathematics, was also deeply interested in alchemy and spent much of his later years studying it. His focus was on discovering the secrets of the philosopher's stone, and he is believed to have written over 1 million words on alchemy and related topics. Isaac Newton is widely regarded as one of the most influential scientists of all time, with contributions to the fields of physics, mathematics, and astronomy. His most important invention is the development of the 3 laws of motion, which form the foundation of classical mechanics. Newton's 3 laws of motion state that an object will remain at rest or in uniform motion in a straight line unless acted upon by an external force, that the rate of change of momentum of an object is proportional to the force applied, and that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. These laws have had a profound impact on the development of physics and engineering, and they are still widely used today. In addition to his scientific pursuits, Newton was also a deeply religious man who wrote extensively on biblical prophecy and the nature of God. His alchemical studies were also a significant aspect of his life, and he believed that alchemy held the key to unlocking the secrets of the universe. Despite his reputation as a brilliant scientist, Newton's alchemical work was often dismissed by his contemporaries as unscientific and superstitious. However, his fascination with alchemy and his belief in the existence of the philosopher's stone inspired many later alchemists and contributed to the development of modern chemistry. In the past, alchemy was often linked to black magic, especially during the medieval and Renaissance eras. Black magic practices include the usage of spells and curses, particularly those aimed at harming or subduing others. Sorcery and witchcraft practices are also considered a type of black magic, especially those that involve summoning evil spirits, undead creatures, or other unclean forces. One reason for this association is the secretive nature of alchemy and the use of symbols and mystical language that were not easily comprehensible by the general public. Additionally, some alchemists were known to experiment with substances and methods that were considered dangerous or forbidden by religious authorities, which further contributed to the perception of alchemy as a form of dark magic. However, it is important to note that not all alchemists were interested in black magic or sorcery. Many were genuine scientists who sought to understand the nature of matter and the universe, and their work laid the foundations for modern chemistry and physics. In fact, some of the greatest minds in history, such as Isaac Newton and Robert Boyle, were also practicing alchemists. Today, the term alchemy is generally associated with a philosophical and spiritual tradition that seeks to transform the self and achieve a greater understanding of the world. While some people may still view alchemy as a form of black magic or superstition, others see it as a valid and valuable pursuit of knowledge and personal growth. The legacy of alchemy continues to be felt today in a number of ways. For one, many of the symbols and concepts developed by alchemists, such as the Ouroboros, a serpent eating its own tail, many people might see this symbols before. The symbol of the Ouroboros is often interpreted as representing cycles of renewal and regeneration, as well as the interconnectedness of all things in the universe. The circular nature of the symbol suggests a perpetual cycle of creation and destruction, birth and death, and the idea that everything is ultimately connected and part of the same universal process. Alchemy has left a significant mark on human history, shaping philosophy, religion, science, and medicine. Its various themes, such as the search for the philosopher's stone, the transmutation of metals, and the quest for the elixir of life, have contributed to its enduring legacy. Alchemy also demonstrates the power of human imagination and our continuous thirst for knowledge and understanding, whether through spiritual or scientific means. Throughout history, alchemy has inspired generations of thinkers, scholars, and seekers. Thank you for watching, and feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts.